Yeah, I f***ed up during the time me and my wife were off. We weren't f***ing with each other for like a year. Which I gotta tell y'all my business because you motherfuckers is cheater. Y'all just a cheater. Cheating where? Where are they? Excuse me.
Listen up, because this isn't your usual reality TV drama. This is a serious legal battle that's been going on for years, and now Kirk Frost just hit Jasmine Washington with a legal blow she didn't see coming. Things have taken a sharp turn, and it looks like Kirk may have just flipped the entire situation in his favor. If you remember, Jasmine was the one who stirred everything up back in 2016. She claimed Kirk was the father of her son, Cannon, and even exposed their alleged affair, which shook up his marriage with Rashida. It wasn't just a private scandal. She went public, making sure everyone knew about it. The drama quickly became a public spectacle and a nightmare for Kirk. But Jasmine didn't stop there. She pushed for child support and demanded Kirk be officially recognized as Cannon's dad. The fight dragged on for years, filled with legal arguments, paternity questions, and rumors that Kirk was dodging his responsibilities. The whole situation became a never-ending mess, playing out both on reality TV and in courtrooms. Now, after all that back and forth, Kirk just pulled off what looks like a major win. The judge not only ruled in his favor, they completely shut down Jasmine's case. Whatever Kirk presented in court, it worked. Her claims were knocked down one by one. So the big question is, what evidence did Kirk have that turned everything around? And now that the judge has ruled, where does that leave Jasmine, who's been holding on to this storyline for years? Let's rewind and break it all down.
Talk to you, Jasmine.
Whatever.
So what's the deal?
Honestly, let me say this. Me and you haven't really had any type of communication like this ever before. I feel like maybe me and you need to open up a communication line instead of me and him. Maybe it will be better that way.
You just told me my husband trying to you, and then you telling me you want to open up a communication line with me?
I mean...
Are you kidding me?
Picture this. It's the middle of the night, and everything's quiet on Kirk Frost's street. Then suddenly, chaos breaks out. Jasmine Washington pulls up to his house, not quietly or calmly, but like a storm ready to tear everything down. This wasn't some friendly visit. Neighbors say she was banging on the doors, yelling at the top of her lungs, waking up the whole block. What was once a peaceful night turned into a real-life scene out of a movie. People nearby peeked out of their windows in shock as Jasmine lost control. She was furious, shouting that Kirk had been ignoring her calls, skipping out on child support, and leaving both her and their son Cannon to figure things out alone. It wasn't just noise, it was rage. Some even wondered if it was all staged for TV, but this was no performance. Jasmine wasn't there to talk. She came to let everything out. She called Kirk every name in the book, accusing him of disappearing from her life and Cannon's ever since their relationship went public. For years, their drama had simmered in the background, but that night, it all came boiling over. This wasn't Jasmine's first time putting Kirk on blast. She had already gone after him on Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, exposing everything on camera. But this time, she took it a step further. Kirk wasn't about to sit back, though. He had dealt with her unpredictable behavior before, but now it felt like too much. He called the police, showed his side of the story, and brought in his legal team. When officers arrived, they found Jasmine still yelling, still heated. Meanwhile, Kirk kept calm, letting law enforcement handle the situation. What they wrote in their report didn't help Jasmine's case. Words like aggressive and uncontrolled stood out. That report became valuable to Kirk later. But this wasn't just about one night. This was the peak of years of drama. Paternity. Tests, public fights, and damage to his marriage with Rashida. Even after Kirk admitted to the affair and confirmed he was Cannon's father, Jasmine didn't back down. She kept pushing for more support, appearing out of nowhere, refusing to disappear. Now, this legal battle marks the breaking point in a long, messy story that's affected everyone involved.
So dumb. And Kirk is so dumb. And he's just a cheater. Where the are the bitches that I'm cheating with? Help me out.
This time, Kirk Frost wasn't playing around. He came prepared, ready to protect his peace and his family. After the dramatic late-night scene at his house, he fired back fast. Kirk filed a restraining order against Jasmine Washington and hit her with several legal claims. He accused her of harassment, trespassing, damaging property, and causing emotional distress. But what really gave him the upper hand was the security footage. His cameras caught everything that went down that night. The video clearly showed Jasmine banging on his door, shouting threats, and causing a huge disturbance in the middle of the night. It was enough proof to back up everything Kirk's team was saying. She didn't just show up. She made a big scene that the entire neighborhood could hear. With that evidence, Kirk's legal team felt confident. They argued that Jasmine had crossed the line and needed to be kept away. The restraining order set a firm boundary, officially keeping her out of Kirk's personal life and property. It was a major move, and one that sent a clear message: no more drama. But it didn't stop there. Kirk's side painted Jasmine as someone who craved attention, using their old affair to stay in the public eye. They claimed she cared more about fame than her son, Cannon. It was a harsh take, but it started to stick. Meanwhile, Rashida wasn't sitting on the sidelines. She's been through a lot with Kirk, but now she's standing by him. Sources say she's encouraging him to shut the door on this situation for good. She's tired of the mess and wants this part of their story to finally end. For Kirk and Rashida, this legal win isn't just about court. It's about finally moving on from a chapter that's caused them nothing but pain.
Sorry. See this one? Okay.
At the end of the day, y'all, on some real, it's like when you in a marriage and a commitment, and I grew up with this man, and he's hurt me, and it's crazy because he's also helped me grow to become the woman I am today. But when you hurt somebody and you dismantle a bond, that's the hardest thing to get over. Heartbreak is like the worst thing to get over.
Rashida has been through a lot over the years: heartbreak, betrayal, and constant public attention she never really asked for. But now, things are different. This time, she's putting her foot down and making it clear she's not letting Jasmine interfere in her life anymore. Her goal now is to protect her home and her peace. She's standing by Kirk, stronger than ever, and she's not leaving any room for drama. According to those close to her, Rashida is the one making sure everything stays in order behind the scenes. She's pushing Kirk to handle things legally and make sure Jasmine stays far away from their world. This isn't just her being supportive, it's her stepping into full control. She's focused on moving forward and keeping her family away from any more emotional mess. Jasmine, on the other hand, isn't going down without a fight. Word is, she's working on making a comeback. She's been dropping hints that she has more evidence, claiming Kirk has avoided his responsibilities and ignored their son. She's trying to flip the script, painting herself as the one who's been mistreated all along. The issue is, Kirk's legal case is solid. He's got surveillance footage, police records, and neighbors who saw everything the night Jasmine showed up at his house. It's not just hearsay, he has receipts. While Jasmine says she's just a mom fighting for her child, Kirk's lawyers say she's causing trouble and refusing to let go of the past. Still, Jasmine isn't staying quiet. She's claiming Kirk has been trying to silence her for years, accusing him of bullying her into hiding the truth about their affair. She's saying he's been controlling the story and making her out to be the crazy one while playing the victim himself. She even suggests he tried to scare her into staying silent when their fling first went public. But here's the thing. She hasn't shown any proof yet. And without it, her claims are starting to sound more like noise than facts. People are beginning to question her motives. Some believe she's genuinely hurt, while others see her as someone who used her connection to Kirk to stay in the spotlight, especially during her time on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Back then, when she first exposed the situation, fans were split. Some felt sorry for her, others thought she was chasing fame. Whatever she's planning now, it won't be easy. Kirk has a strong legal team. Rashida is firmly by his side, and Jasmine's path forward looks tougher than ever.
Conversation with Kirk and Rashida. Oh boy, okay. She brought up, the defects case with Cannon because he's been tardy a lot. And I'm just like, you haven't been concerned about anything in years. This is my first time hearing from you.
So she wants to bring up all the negativity as opposed to taking control and being a real stepmother.
Social media has not been kind to Jasmine lately. A lot of people are calling her out, saying she always knew Kirk was a married man but chose to get involved with him anyway. When she showed up uninvited to Kirk's house that night, many thought she was just doing it for attention, trying to keep her name in the headlines. But what if it wasn't all for show? What if Jasmine really has something on Kirk that could shake things up? Sure, Jasmine has a messy past, and she's cried wolf before. But sometimes, even the loudest person has a real story to tell. If she's sitting on text messages, emails, or recordings that show Kirk in a bad light, things could flip quickly. Still, the court didn't buy her emotional story this time. Kirk walked away with a major win. The judge ruled completely in Kirk's favor. The restraining order was approved, keeping Jasmine away from his home and his life. The court found her guilty of harassment and trespassing, saying her behavior was more than just emotional, it was dangerous. If she messes up again or breaks the court order, she could face huge fines or even jail time. Kirk isn't done, though. He's now going after full custody of their son, Cannon. And based on everything that's happened, the incident at his house, the legal charges, and the restraining order, it's starting to look like the odds are on his side. Kirk's team is arguing that Cannon needs a stable, peaceful environment, and they're painting Jasmine as unpredictable and unfit. Jasmine, of course, isn't taking it lying down. She's firing back, saying Kirk has never been a present father and has dodged his responsibilities from day one. She's still talking about increasing child support and proving that Kirk has neglected his role as a parent. But with each legal blow, her case seems weaker, and her public support is fading. Even though she's lost in court, Jasmine's still making noise. She's threatening to reveal more about Kirk, claiming she has evidence that hasn't come out yet. She says the real truth hasn't been told. But the question is, does she actually have anything? Or is she just trying to stay in the spotlight? Many think Jasmine's just trying to hold on to whatever attention she has left. Meanwhile, Rashida is standing strong by Kirk's side, completely unfazed by the drama. After everything they've been through, it looks like Kirk and Rashida are finally on the same page and ready to move on for good. So now the big question is, did Jasmine go too far? Or is Kirk using the law to silence her? Is she truly hurt and lashing out? Or does she really have secrets that could damage Kirk and Rashida's world? Only time will tell. Let us know what you think.